mental health treatment center called Origins Recovery spent the last 12 months analyzing Google searches related to porn. And they say Utah may be the state struggling the most with porn addiction.
ABC4's Cade Garner breaks down those findings, and he spoke with addiction specialists to learn the effect it can have and what kind of help is out there.
Hiding an addiction to pornography can be as easy as closing a door.
Porn addiction is a mechanism we use as individuals to live in a fantasy or to self-medicate.
While seemingly harmless compared to substance abuse, Jeremy Boberg with Utah Trauma and Addiction Centers says a long-term addiction to pornography can alter a person's brain.
It shrinks the gray matter in the brain. This is the storage capacity of the brain. Expands the amygdala. The amygdala is our ability to regulate emotions, and it processes fear. And so a larger amygdala inhibits us to be able to deal with things on a regular way.
And like secondhand smoke, a porn addiction impacts those close to the user.
In most cases, shame, it increases secrets, it increases infidelity by upwards of 300% in a relationship. It's a cause for a lot of marital conflict and marital divorce.
Utahns are far from immune. After tracking Google searches nationwide, Origins Recovery says searches for porn addiction and recovery are 52% higher than the national average. The treatment center adds, in raw figures, this works out to approximately 469 searches each month on average within the state. Utah's ranking may be unexpected, given its heavy Mormon demographic. But psychologist Dr. Stephen Chen is not surprised.
I think there's a number of factors that can go into that. Generally speaking, more conservative areas of the country and more highly religious areas of the country seem to have or be more prone to higher levels of addiction. And just that emphasis on the family, the community, religious areas sometimes can predispose some people to kind of go in the opposite direction.
While a person's environment plays a role in addiction, Dr. Chen says genetics can cause a person to be predisposed to addiction.
Statistically, somewhere between 10 and 15% of the population will end up struggling with a pornography or sexual addiction.
So over the last 30 years working in this profession, what do you think is the biggest misconception people have about pornography addiction?
They can watch or consume pornography without it having a significant or substantial impact on their life, but you never know. It's like playing with fire. When you play with fire, there's a probability that you could get burned.
And anyone can get burned.
The fact of the matter is that addiction does not discriminate across gender, across socioeconomical boundaries.
A porn addiction can also be the result of a person's past.
We escape our trauma, we escape our lives, we escape our reality, and it's a highly addictive mechanism to escape.
About 70% of people that develop an addiction, like pornography or sexual addiction, have had a traumatic history in their life. Verbal, physical, sexual trauma in their life.
And once they seek out that escape, it's easy to get hooked.
Dopamine is the primary substance in the brain that gets activated, and dopamine is the pleasure neurotransmitter in our brains. And so when that gets activated, then it increases the probability that someone wants to go back and re-experience that.
He says it's like chasing a high, and to break that cycle.
Many people are suffering from this, and we need to break the stigma. We need to learn how to communicate and talk it, and the only way to do that is to make it safe. And to look at what the real research is saying about the disease.
Reporting from Salt Lake City, Cade Garner, ABC4 News.
Now, for those who aren't sure if they have an addiction or not, Jeremy Boberg there suggests taking an assessment online at sexhelp.com. That website can also help you get in touch with help nearby.
Okay, and then the psychologist there, Dr. Stephen Chen, says for those who are struggling with addiction, find a therapist they trust, go to group support meetings. Something to keep in mind there.